Welcome to Valley News Now. I'm Adam Shalafu, and we got a fun one this afternoon. I'm joined by Rick Brandvold. Rick, thanks so much for joining me here in the studio, and we're talking about Under Brew Skies.
Yeah.
Cool little event tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Anytime we can talk about it. We have a beer festival going on tomorrow at the Lights. Happy Harry's is sponsoring us, and we have 17 different vendors. We have 15 breweries, a cidery, and a meadery. There's still tickets available. You can get them online or through our Facebook or at the event. You can come to the event too. Basically, it's $45 and it's unlimited samples.
Unlimited.
That's unless you have to get cut off. Then there's a limit. But
Sure. And that's the way the game is played, frankly.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. And just talking a little bit before we started recording here, started going live rather, just seems really cool. It's obviously a lot of local, mostly North Dakota, some Minnesota, and then some South Dakota.
Yeah, we got Covert coming up from South Dakota. They do some real fun beers. They do some Belgian ones, real good ones. We have, 3 or 4 from Minnesota, and then we have the rest from North Dakota. We have people coming. Our farthest one coming is probably Watford City, but Minot's kind of almost, kind of same western part there. I guess I don't know who's geographically farther away, but yeah. So we have most of the state covered with the breweries coming. So
that's excellent. I am also learning that it's a lot of the local ingredients too, and that just makes it all the much cooler.
Yeah, we do obviously a lot of barley farming in North Dakota, and beers mostly barley and wheat. So plenty of that grown here too. So that's very connected to the egg out here.
And so I know you said that it's unlimited samples. Is there anything else included in that $45 ticket?
You get a tasting glass. It's a real nice little tasting glass, yours to keep. We have food trucks out there. Those are separate, but you can come up for that. We'll have yard games and all sorts of stuff going on. And
I noticed you got, of course, the Ice Wind hat. That's who you're representing.
Yep.
And so tell me about your involvement with Ice Wind.
We've kind of focused on classic styles, but we do the hazies and the sours and the smoothies and that too. So we have 2 main owners, myself and Tyler, and then we have a third one as well. They're not around as much. So,
and this event like this, 17 different breweries, a great way to get exposure for the brand and the brewery and everything. So just speaking on behalf of not just Ice Wind, but everybody else, how impactful and beneficial is this kind of event for local brewers?
It's huge, actually, because when you go, if you want to buy craft beer and you don't really know what you're doing, it is overwhelming when you get to the store.
Sure.
There's a wall full of beer. You're like, I don't know what to get. So then you just go grab a 30-pack of what you're used to. This one you come to, a lot of breweries bring 4 to 5 different types of their own beer. They'll tell you about it. The breweries love to talk about their beer. So, and you just get a sample, so you get a sample different beers. You get to learn about beer. It's informative too. So obviously it's fun because you get a drink, but it's also informative and you learn a lot about beer.
And as far as you go with Ice Wind, this is a good opportunity for you guys to kind of expand your horizons and maybe broaden the palate a little bit?
Yeah, anytime you can get in front of somebody and talk about your product, like that's the name of the game, right? Face-to-face marketing. But it's just, we have our cans in the stores. So anytime people can try your stuff at, pretty much low cost entry here, it's always going to be good. So.
And you brought some beers as well. We can't drink them here, but we can do a little show
and tell. Can't drink them
on
air here.
Well, why don't you go ahead and show us what you brought? Tell us a little bit about these different beers.
Let's bring a couple of the summer ones in first. I don't know I guess I don't know where the camera's at, right there.
Yeah, and I'll get a little zoom in here going for you. We're going to go with the super zoom. There we go, folks.
So
there we go. Wow,
Warp Zone.
Is that a little Mario action?
Yep, that is, technically it's not Mario, trademark and all. It's in the style of Mario. It's a Kolsch beer, which is a perfect summer beer. Those are hybrid beers. They are brewed with ale yeast, but lagered. So they have that smooth lager character, but there's just a little light fruit note in there too from the ale yeast.
Okay.
So that's the Kolsch.
All right. And that's some pretty cool artwork on
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Our artwork's done locally. Weedco Design is who does it. Adam Weedman's company. So
Okay.
I've known him for a long time. So the next summer one is going to be the Hefeweizen, the classic.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
wheat beer, cloudy. It's supposed to be cloudy. So if you see one that's not cloudy, it means it's probably old. And then that one's going to be the big banana notes, slight clove, real easy drinking.
That sounds like
So
my cup of tea
yeah,
right there.
yeah, you're gonna like that. If you like wit beers, you'll like that one.
Okay. And named after the German words for yeast and wheat.
So. Yep,
Just learned something
that's
from
yep,
the can.
Hefeweizen. Yep,
Beautiful.
muffin top. That's the
Okay.
blueberry muffin top. That is our pastry sour line. We rotate the fruits in that one.
Oh, really?
So, yep.
Sometimes it's blueberry, sometimes.
Yep. We've done peach. We've done strawberry cheesecake. So, and this one has the lactose, blueberries, cinnamon, vanilla. This one's the thick one, the smoothie sours.
Strawberry banana.
Yeah.
Yacht Rock.
Yeah, that's the one you got to roll around before you pour it to get all the pulp back in there. So.
Oh, really?
Because it'll
Okay.
all settle at the bottom. So
Sure.
it's-
Guess that makes sense then.
Yep. So that one's Yacht Rock. We've done the Pog Juice one, which is passion fruit, orange, guava,
Okay.
and then this one's the strawberry banana. Now we're into a couple of our flagships. We do these year round. Planeswalker.
And that is just a really cool cowboy. on
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Just it's Planeswalker is the name we came up with. Now we call that beer Copper Ale.
Okay.
But the style is Kentucky Common. It's a pre-prohibition style of beer.
Okay.
So you don't see those too often. You know, they quit brewing them after prohibition, obviously, and then we brought it back. So Ice Wind brought it back. Nobody else did.
And well, let's hear what that even means, though. Pre-prohibition.
Yeah. So it was just, brewing was more regional. Kind of by what your brewery made, what you had on hand. So this was there. There's a little bit of corn in that one. So you're going to kind of go by, what you have. Well, then Prohibition came around, smoked all these small breweries out, and then it's the ones that survived are the beer we're drinking now. So the big names are what survived. So
Wow. How about that? Okay.
yeah. So and then obviously the craft boom explosion and the first one was late '80s, early '90s, and then it did it again in 2000. But
Well, I did a speech on beer history.
Okay.
Sophomore year of college. I was legally allowed to drink at the time, just for the record. But we're going way back, and I remember just learning about some of the earliest beers in American history. And it's interesting to hear how that would be affected then by something like the Prohibition. Seems obvious now, but you still have your classic German influence, your Pilsners. I remember even PBR, I believe that won the Blue Ribbon.
Yep.
What was it, the 19-something World's Fair?
Yep.
1918, something like that.
Yep, and that's why you see a lot of those, because there's actually a beer judging program. There's styles. There's 100 different styles of beer. So like when you think of like a Busch Light, that's like a light American lager style. you
Okay.
know. And there's premium American lager, and there's stouts and porters and hazy IPA. Yeah, there's tons.
So would you say that, like, as far as American beer goes, would that be maybe a modge-podge of different styles, much like America has so many different heritages, or is that going to be more of like a German influence kind of
I think it
situation?
starts with the German influence,
Okay.
but then we're America, so we got to Americanize everything. We got to make it bigger. We can't just be okay with what we have. We got to put more hops in it. We got to put more fruit in it. We got to,
Sure.
So we definitely had to Americanize some beers, but it worked out. They're good. So.
Well, it's very exciting to see these ones as well. What other beers and breweries are you excited to go taste and communicate with?
I'm always excited when Atypical comes around out of Minot. They do some fun sours. They do some barrel aging stuff. It's good to see, like, Brock Opp out of Valley City. He's a tap room just in Valley City. They don't have a lot of cans on the shelves, so you don't get to give them too much. So they're always good to see. Always excited to drink cider from Cottonwood. They're coming. Mead, the meadery's coming. That's, if you've never had mead, you get to try a little bit of mead too. That's good. Covert, I'm excited for all of them because they all bring their better beer. They're fun beers, they're summer beers. So it's good. our buddies from Swing Barrel are coming. We love hanging out with those guys. So.
And where would you say, as far as North Dakota goes in this region, where do you guys stack up, you'd say, nationally among the different brewing regions across the country?
We have less breweries than a lot of states, but we have a real solid brewing community, right? Drecker built that beautiful space out there, and that brings a lot of beer drinkers to the area, which for us littler guys is awesome because they're gonna come there and they're gonna be like, oh, what else is, let's go hit some other breweries. So they'll come out and check us out. So we have a really good brewing scene here. So we get people that come just to this part of the region for beercations. So
love that beercation.
That's the thing. People just go to certain places just to do breweries.
Get that on a T-shirt, man.
Yeah.
I think we got something there.
We could. We'll do it.
All
KBLY sponsoring it too.
So I'll buy one.
Okay, done. First customer.
Well, how much fun is this for you just in general? It seems like an awesome weekend.
It's going to be more fun once the festival starts. It's been a lot of work getting up to it, but, at the festivals, there's such a good time. So it's, if you're coming, plan your ride home, okay?
Always.
So plan your safe ride home, so.
And then just tell us about the hours of everything going down tomorrow.
So it's 2 to 6. Like I said, you can get tickets on Eventbrite still. You can go to the Under Brew Skies Facebook page. Links are there. You can get tickets at the door. It's at the lights. You park in the parking ramp. And we got food there. We got tasting glasses. We'll have some North Dakota Brewers Guild merch for sale. So, it's gonna be a good time. So, have you been to any beer festivals?
I have not.
Okay.
I've explored some breweries,
Okay.
It's in a few different states, but it's probably technically my first beer festival. I'll definitely check it out tomorrow.
Yes, you will be there. Make sure you get a ride.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, and we're going to have after party at our brewery.
Okay.
So a lot of the brewers are going to come hang out. So then you'll get to chat with the brewers when they're not working, technically. And so when you're at a beer festival, you're not really working, but.
Sure. So that'll be at Ice Wind.
Yeah, that's at Ice Wind.
So the main celebration, the main event, right there at the lights.
Yep.
And then Ice Wind out in Mapleton.
Yep.
For the after party, if you will.
9 miles west of the lights. So.
Okay. And make sure you get a ride, folks.
Yes, Uber does go out there. So.
Well, there you go. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add before I let you go?
Just support local craft beer. The craft beer industry is declining a bit because there's so many different things to drink out there. So,
sure.
But especially in this community, we are an egg-based state, so we need people drinking beer so we can support the farmers and the barley and we're doing a little hop farming now in North Dakota. So yeah, just drink local, drink beer. Cider and mead's okay once in a while too.
You can make a T-shirt that says that too.
Yeah, there you go.
We're cranking out T-shirts, not just brews. Thank you so much for joining me here.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
Super fun hanging out with you, learning about these beers. Looking forward to tomorrow as well. Until next time, Adam Shalfu with Rick Brandvold on Valley News Now, and we'll see you next time.